Hi everyone, welcome. If you're new here, I'm so happy to have you. And if you're my pages and subscribers, welcome my baby dinosaurs. And so for today's video, we're going to be talking about the last days of Donald Trump's presidency. We actually have exactly less than 24 hours until he is out of office. I do want to say a few things before we do begin. I will be opening up the reading, unfortunately, today to announce publicly that I am going to be getting surgery on January 28th. And so watch out for my community page, as I will be asking you guys, and kindly so if you guys can give me things that you would like me to do videos on moving forward, so that when I'm in recovery, I have videos already pre-scheduled to come out during my early recovery. It will take about 4 months for me to recover. But anyway, there's that. Just know that this is just for entertainment purposes only and educational purposes only. For anyone who has reported my videos, you cannot silence us, just so you guys know that. I know a lot of you guys, I love you all, but there's a Trumper, and if you're here and you're trying to take my channel down, it will not work. So I will be opening up a Patreon for you guys as well, and I do have a few more methods, just so you guys are aware as well. You are all invited to watch with me tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time to watch the Biden House inauguration. So you guys can watch on the same screen as me. So that's something fun to look at. If you want to join my Facebook group, it's a great way to be notified when I do post. Plus, you get a ton of perks on here as well for free. And also, if you want to check out my Celestial and Beyond store, I do have shirts that I made designed for Martin Luther King, and all fundraising will go to Martin Luther King Dream Team. So all the money I make from those will go straight to them. Also, a plus of other cool designs as well, if you guys are interested in that. We have a lot of things to get through, so I will be taking questions from the chat as well. So let's jump into it. So hi everyone, thank you for coming. All right, so let's jump in. I will not be doing any personal readings for the first 2 weeks of January and February. Okay, so let me just remove this thing. I don't know why it's still here. I apologize. All right, we have a lot of questions. If you want to know what I'm covering in this video, check in the description. I have everything already pre-planned or pre-written for you, but I will be indeed taking questions from the chat, so just also be noted that. We have a countdown begins, less than 24 hours till Trump is out of office. So make sure if you're coming tomorrow at 11 o'clock in the morning, make sure you have some decorations to celebrate, because it's going to be a big day. Today is January 19, 2021 at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And the first question that we're going to start with is Donald Trump sick? Let's take a look. All right, so spirits and angels. Oh, guys, make sure you have your crystals. I just ordered these today. This is a celestite crystal. It's very beautiful. So I definitely had them all set up. That's what took me a little longer, because I had to clean them. But definitely, if you have a crystal, make sure you have it near you, because you're going to need it. All right, so I won't be taking questions right now, but make sure you have ideas what you want to ask. All right, so Spirit Angels, tell me, is Donald Trump sick? Is he sick, and is he going to into the hospital tomorrow? Okay, so the first card that we have is this. All right, what else do we need to know, Spirit Angels? Tell me. Is Donald Trump sick? All right. Anything else? Is Donald Trump sick? Will he be going to COVID? Will he be going into the hospital tomorrow? Okay. That, guys, if you guys watched my video yesterday with the January 20th, reading, this card kept coming up for his health. And so there's something here going on with his health. We have here in the past, he was not struggling, but because of COVID, it's making it a lot easier for him to go out. So part of this means, now this could mean that he's using this as an escape plan, but it also feels like this would be an easier way for him to get himself back into a hospital, because he is so unhealthy. And thank you for all your wishes. I know you guys are saying that you best of luck, so thank you guys. I love you. And we do have here as well, again, this is the card that kept coming out. Yeah, it's divine, it's karmic destiny. So if he doesn't end up in the hospital, it's going to be, or he does, but it's not going to be on the news. It's because of his karmic energy. And here we have Biden reverse, so it may happen sometime right before Biden goes in, and then here's my ambulance card. So, a lot of you guys, I've been actually announcing on my community page that we have 10 hours till Biden goes in, but I actually did the math wrong, but I'm not sure if it was divine, but it seems like it is. So let's just take a look at that as well. Yeah, he is sticking the head. Yeah, you're right. All right, so what is up with Ivanka Trump? Let's take a look. Spirit Angels, tell me, what do we need to know about Ivanka? What is she doing? What is Ivanka doing? What do we need to know, Spirit Angels? Tell me, what is Ivanka doing? Okay, we have here. Okay. What else do we need to know, Spirit Angels? Can you tell me, what else is Ivanka Trump doing? What else is Ivanka Trump doing? What else is Ivanka Trump doing, Spirit Angels? Tell me, what is she doing tomorrow? Within her last 24 hours as her daddy's in the White House. Interesting. Okay, so we have quite a lot actually what's going on. Yeah, I have physical therapy. I have 4 months of recovery. So we do have here as well. We do see she was working on a plan in the past, and it looked like she was given an offer. Now, this is a lot of you guys know this is my investigation card. Something came through, but it doesn't look like in the past she considers opportunities, this idea. But now her world is coming to an end. The world is coming to an end. The way that she used to project herself. And here we have, she knows that her dad's not going to get. Apparently, this is not my words. This is what Ivanka is saying, basically, is that my dad is underappreciated. And so she feels like she needs to do something. And so don't be surprised if Ivanka pulls a stunt or whatever it is that she's doing. We have here the decision being made. And she could be talking to somebody, giving information. But this could also be like Inauguration Day. So this is behind the scenes, like, Biden and Kamala Harris being sworn in. And she could be looking in from the other side. So let's take a quick look with this. Spirit Angels, tell me, what do we need to know? Okay, so we have here, so it's unpredictability. Right now, she's unpredictable. So she could do anything at this point. We have the Two of Pentacles, which means she doesn't have the strength. She doesn't have Russia on her side. Then here's Kamala Harris coming in. So, and then here it is, Democratic take control of the presidency. So it does look like this is the timeline from now until they get inaugurated. So it does look like this is what may be happening on the outlook. So just be aware something may be undergoing right now that we're not aware of. So yes, Ivanka is going. So bye-bye, little honey. Don't need you. Okay, so how are the brothers doing? So let's take a look at that as well. That is something quite interesting. Like, will anyone snitch on each other? Are they going to try to rile up, an attempt on any U.S. or federal building potentially? So let's take a quick look at that as well. All right, so Spirit Angels, tell me, how are the Trump brothers doing? How are they feeling? Can you tell me anything about them? Are they planning anything? Okay, so they are planning something. Oh. Okay. All right, so they are planning something, and so you remember this is just for entertainment purposes, only YouTube. And we have here as well, we have Biden coming in, right? So Biden's here. Biden's supposed to be president, going to be president. We have here one of the plans is to tie him up. Like literally kidnap him. That's basically one of the plans was. We also have here is to make it feel like as if they're doing something. They're paying off people, but they can't really do that because they don't have the power of the presidency to pardon them. So they're kind of weighing the options here. And so we do have here as well, we do have, the new leader comes in, and then they were going to find money and money detail on Joe Biden. So it may feel like as if when the Biden administration goes in, they're going to start to realize, they were trying to plan an attack on Biden, so to speak. So that's what they're going to do, and they're going to find that with the money trail. So it definitely does look like there is something going on with Eric and Donald Trump Jr. So there's that. All right, so the next question that we're going to ask is, will Donald Trump going to escape? And if you want to know why I'm having all these questions or what I will be asking to you guys, if you like to stay one step ahead, everything's in the description. Everyone else, if the question's not there, it's the subscribers, so you guys will definitely be asking me questions as well right after I finish. All right, so Spears saying, so Tommy, is Trump going to try to escape? Is Trump going to try to escape the United States? All right, so we have two cards here. And then we have the Democrats here. So again, we have like another Joe Biden. Why is he trying to escape? Where is Trump going to go? Why is Trump trying to escape? What's his plan? What is Trump's plan with us? Okay. All right. Interesting. All right. What else do we need to know about the Spirit today? So tell me. What do we need to know about this? What is Trump going to try to escape? Okay. Yeah, he's planning something because we have the Democrats are going to come in unknowingly. Like they're almost like they're taking something out. Not the Democrats, but like the people in power right now are trying to see like, oh, okay, so what they're thinking about doing it, this is a distraction. This is what's going on. They're like, okay, so while Joe Biden and Kamala Harris are being inaugurated, let's give it the time because the media won't be paying attention to us to take what we want, basically. And so it does look like that's what Trump is planning on doing. Hi, everyone. We do have here as well, again, we do have Trump doesn't feel restricted, and he's going to do exactly what he wants. Even if he has to leave the border, he will. He does not want to be contained and does not want to be in jail. We have here as well, he already made the decision. So this is already final. It does look like it was a plan already in the making. Again, we have here, he knows he's going to lose his presidential perks and his ability to get health care. So he knows that once he loses the presidency, he knows his body is not going to be able to survive on how bad his health is. And we have here as well, he's going to try to steal something from the United States unknowingly, and it could be something else. Like, look at this. Look what's in the back, right? Normally, this is a woman looking down at the Pentagon, right? But look what's in the picture. He's going to be giving out free money, like almost like free pardon, basically. Like he's doing something, whatever that is, it's not good. So he is planning on something like, I'll give you money if you don't tell anyone where I am, basically. Oh, Patricia, I talked about like there was something in there like money with the cassette, like the little cassette. Yeah, when they did it underground, they were transporting money through that. So that's how they were doing it. So yeah, it was money. All right, so let's take a look. The last time I read on this, it was India, Israel, and Russia. But Russia, he tries to go to Russia, but he gets stopped at the border. So let's take a quick look and see what happens here now that we're at the final end of the Trump presidency. Spears and Angel, Tommy, where would Trump try to escape to? Okay, so the first thing I heard in my ear was Russia. Like almost like Russia, basically. Let's see. It'll be funny if the Putin card came out. Okay, so Spears and Angel, tell me about this. Okay. Interesting. So we have here again, he's paying people off money to go escape. We have here again, he knows it's going to be quite a struggle, quite a push to even go there. He's going to go travel across the world, so he is not going to be on the Western Hemisphere. But what we do have here as well, it's going to happen after Martin Luther King Day, so what's just happened, right? We have here, he's trying to hide from the government. This is the Hierophant. Okay, so I just heard in my ear, attempted assassin, so to speak. I'm not going to say the full word. But we do have here strength reverse. So basically, he was going to be very weak. When he goes there, he's going to be very weak. He doesn't have any protection, anything. Then we also have this as well, which is actually, I forgot what this guy is. He used to work for Trump. He's like a lawyer now. Jim Comey? Not Jim Comey. Something. If you guys know this guy's picture, let me show you. Forgot what he looked like. But I forgot his name. But he's in the Kremlin, because you see the Kremlin's in the background, but he's stealing something. So, he's going to come across something and it looks like Putin must rat on him. Like it looks like that's what may be happening. Like Putin might be ratting on Trump. So that's excuse me. That's gonna be quite interesting to see how that would go. It does look like Putin's gonna be ratting on Trump. So looks interesting. So that's kind of juicy, right? Why does people think Trump is going to go on the run when he has Secret Service right on his butt? Well, the thing is that once Secret Service is done, they don't have that. He's not the responsibility anymore, so he can't. Okay, thank you. That was Cohen. Thank you, Florida. I apologize if I mispronounced your name. Will Trump be attempting anything on Biden's life? So let's take a look. Spirits and angels tell me. All right, so will Trump be attempting anything on Biden's life? What do we need to know? Will Joe Biden be having his life attempted by Donald Trump? What do we need to know? Okay. So we have sideways as a challenge here. Okay. Oh, okay. What else do we need to know? Is Trump going to try to challenge Joe Biden's life? What do we need to know? Okay. Interesting. Okay. So we have here, in the past, Trump is off the throne, right? He's off the throne. He lost his marriage. So between Melania Trump and him, he's gone. So he lost the marriage between them two. So they're no longer going to be married at this point. So this could be in the future. This could be way after Inauguration Day. We have here, it's because of his refusal to concede and he's delusional to believe that he won everything. Like he thinks he won everything. And we have here's Electoral College. Again, he feels like it's been stolen from him. And then here we have as well, we do have the challenge. It's that he lost 3 times. He lost the House, the Senate, and the presidency. And that's quite an embarrassment. And we have here, the decision fell on the middle, which tells me that he's still debating on what to do, but it does look like Trump is thinking of it. At least in his head, that's how delusional this man is. So Trump is considering something. All right, so will there be any riot or attack on the U.S.? Ooh, gotta not say that. Oops. But I'm gonna what I'm gonna end up doing is I'm gonna mute myself when shuffling the cards so it does not go on our YouTube radar. So just give me 1 second. I'll mute myself by asking a question. You guys can obviously see the cards flip out. All right, so Spirit Angels, tell me about this. All right, so you guys can hear me, hopefully. We have quite a lot of spread. Some of the cards came out again, like at least one of them did, twice. So let's just see. So the first card that flipped was this is in the future. So we're talking hypothetically in the future. I asked about tomorrow specifically if this was going to happen. We do have here again the lost reverse. It doesn't look like it's going to work. It is going to be an attempt though. There will be an attempt. Here again, we're going to have a woman coming in. So Russia or like some foreign country will be involved within this process. I do see if this was to happen, a foreign country is involved. Again, we have here as well the Queen of Cups. This is Nancy Pelosi. She's there might be a delay in Inauguration Day, like delay in something. There might be some sort of delay. It might be 1 minute delay, something. Maybe like the transfer in last minute. This is the death card and it's reverse. So it does feel like at least one person is going to get hurt tomorrow. And it's blue. I'm not assuming it's Biden because I don't feel anything with Biden. I feel like it's more like 45. So it does feel like there will be something here. but it's unpredictable because it's not predictable right now. It's unknown who this person is. And we had the card twice again. We had this card as well. So there is something very significant happen. And if you look under here, this card, right? The two cards came out. We have it's already underway. So this plan is already underway, whatever this is. And we do have here lost, two people walking away. Now, this could be Trump and, his children outed him to the public, to the investigators. There's something going on. There's something big, but it doesn't feel like we'll know about it, like what's going on. But it does feel like it will be pretty significant. And if we do find out about it, we'll find out about it in a movie when they make a movie about the Trump era, how they mutilize everyone's brain and make everyone scared. So there's that. All right, so will the Senate and impeach Trump? The reason why I keep recycling some of these questions is because I found it very important because, I don't do predictions on these channels. I just give you the likeliest outcome. And so let's see what the cards have to say for today. Spirit Angels tell me, will the Senate impeach and convict Donald Trump? Will they impeach and convict him? Okay. Will they impeach and convict Donald Trump on the charges of articles of insurrection? Okay. Will they impeach him? Okay. What else? Anything else? Spirit Angels tell me. Okay. Interesting. Okay. So we have quite a play here. We have, again, a lot of people on the Republican side, specifically on they're not upset. They're quite fine with everything that's going on. They're quite fine. They're okay with the attack on January 6th. They're very okay with that. We have here, a lot of them will have to make a choice, whether it's for conscious or political gain or self-political gain. We have here, the country is going to be deeply troubled by this. So it will be very hard for the party and that candidate to go through and win another election if they go against the conscience and what's best for the country. Again, we have here as well, a lot of these people are not thinking with their head, right? They're not thinking with their head. They feel like, their lives were saved and that they were never going to be injured. But they don't know that. These Trumpers will do anything to anyone. It's kind of ignorant to think that they want to do anything. These Trumpers will do anything. And then we have here, it's all about the past and the fact that we didn't amend the process and we allowed Confederacy, hate basically to go on the way it did, and we allowed it to go on for such a long time that people in the South, not all people, but people across the country say that the Confederacy is their culture. Well, now let me tell you, it's not a culture because the country did not exist. Excuse me. Again, we have here Trump is off the throne at this point, and yes, it does look like they will convict him right before Biden goes in. So I do see there will be some sort of conviction. If there's not a vote, it means that the people already made their choice, but it's not going to be known until they vote on it, but they already made a conscious decision. But it is 111, so it must be very significant that this is very important. Now, please keep in mind that this is just for entertainment purposes only. Thank you, Lori. You talked to me earlier, so I think you said you wanted to be moderator, right? I actually have to put you moderator later. I can't do it now. It won't let me on this stream. Okay. Let's do the next question. All right, so how does Mitch feel about Trump? Let's take a quick look. He was saying earlier today that Trump incited the violence that happened on January 6th, and that it was his fault. And so I want to see where Mitch really stands right now. So let's take a look. And, if it's going to sway a lot of Republicans to vote in favor of conviction. So let's take a look. I'm trying to prevent the thing from burning. Spirit Angels tell me, how does Mitch McConnell feel? Okay, sorry guys. How does Mitch McConnell feel about Trump? Okay, how does Mitch McConnell feel about Trump? Okay, so we have the challenge card. How does he feel about Trump? Okay, anything else? Okay. How does Mitch McConnell feel about Trump, President Trump? Is he going to convict him? What is he going to do? What the major effect of this? Can you give me anything? Any sort of information? Okay? And what about this deck? What do we need to know? Spirit Angel, tell me, what do we need to know about this with Mitch? What do we need to know about this? All right. Oh. Okay. Okay. Good. Okay. And I want to ask that Uno cards. I want to see how many Republicans will vote in favor of conviction. How many Republicans will vote in favor of conviction now that Ms. McConnell have stated that he openly supports conviction Trump and president from the party? How many people will convict Trump? How many people will convict Trump? Okay. All right. So there you go. All right. I don't know what these numbers are. We'll take a look at that later. It all looks like a big number. Okay, so first thing is that we got here is we got here's Miss McConnell reverse. He knows that the Republican Party is not a party of Trump, right? We have here's the Confederacy, the Confederate, and a lot of you guys know this is like white supreme, that kind of thing. I'm trying to make sure I can mess with the YouTube algorithm a little bit so they don't know. But we have here, it's all about enlightenment. So it does feel like Miss McConnell is going through that enlightenment, like he just has to do what's better for the country. It feels like he was put in this position at karmic destiny, but he has to do the right thing. Like that's his divine purpose. His life purpose is to do the right thing and basically cut the head off the beast, basically. That's what he's supposed to do. Then we have the challenge card here as well. Yeah, we have here, he's going to be revealed as the guy who make the final vote. He will sway at least a couple more Republicans in favor of conviction. And then again, we have here, like I said, a karmic destiny, and the karmic card came out. So it does feel like this is divine. That's what Miss McConnell was supposed to do. And if you look here as well, look in the back. If you look on the back of here, this is George W. Bush, right? But look what's behind you. So that's the motive here. There are two, right? There are two here. But then we have here, these are two very good cards that come out for it. Unity, happiness. It does look like Mish might be working with Biden a little bit more closely in terms of bipartisanship because he doesn't want another Trumper to take over his party. We do have here, it's all about helping the American people and democracy. So it does feel like Ms. McConnell is a little bit more supportive of democracy than AK-45 is. And we do have here in the act how many Republicans were voting in favor of impeachment. Well, we have here, we have 2, and then we have a 6. Right, we have a 6, which is actually, yeah, it's a 6, but it's a 9 reverse. We have a 2, and then 2. So what I'm seeing here is this is 8. And if I do math correctly, which I probably don't do right, but it's around at least 18 people, 18 Republican senators voting in favor. We need at least 20 to go in favor of conviction. They need at least, how many do they need? Yeah, they need at least 67 senators. They need 67 senators out of 100 in order to convict him. If you add that number on top of the Democrats' number, which is 51, you got a total of they just make it by 67, actually, if you do the math without Kamala Harris. So it does look like Trump will indeed be impeached. So that you guys can celebrate that now. So this is pretty amazing. So the next thing is, will Biden Harris be safe on tomorrow? So let's take a quick look at that as well. Make sure you guys have a crystal nearby. I'm feeling pretty hot, so I'm just going to turn on the fan. Okay. Ooh, okay. I almost went all the way back. I'm back. Spirit Angel, tell me about that. Will President Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris, will they be safe tomorrow? Or anything that's going to happen on Inauguration Day? Will they be safe? What else do we need to know, Spirit Angel? Tell me. Will Biden and Kamala Harris be safe? Okay. Anything else that we need to know, Spirit Angel? Okay. What about this? Is Biden and Kamala Harris going to be safe tomorrow? Are they going to be safe? Are they going virtual? What are they doing? Are they going to stay safe? Okay, that's too many cards. I'll just take what already flipped. Okay, and then what about these? Let's use these cards as well. I'm using these cards so I can get more information. Will President Biden and Kamala Harris be safe tomorrow? Will they be safe tomorrow? Okay, we have here Trump leaving, so someone's leaving. What else do we need to know about this, Spirit? Then we have two challenges. Okay. Interesting. So there is something going on here. Something pretty big happening that we're not aware of. Yeah, I can't lift up Chip anymore because it's not a couch, but I will show you guys Chip when he's here next time. I'll show you my little doggy, my little baby. Okay, I need to stop because otherwise we're not going to do the reading. All right, so what we do get here as well, we have in the past, they had the vote, they got what they needed, they won the election, right? We have here's a major achievement. However, it's been overlooked by everything that's happened with January 6th. And in the final outcome, we have here 4 stores. So it does look like, something may potentially be happening. You know how I kept talking, I kept seeing, heart problem. Now, I'm not saying it has to do with Biden and Kamala. This is the surrounding story of everything that's going on during tomorrow. So this may not necessarily mean that it's Biden and Kamala. I thought specifically that they were safe. However, I kept saying that Trump looks like he's going to the hospital, and the card shows it again. Right, COVID. Then we have here as well, we have, if someone's going to be upset, that's a challenge, right? Then we have here being injured. So someone is going to be injured. And I kept seeing the 3 stories. You guys watched my January 20th reading yesterday. I kept seeing the 3 stories come up quite frequently, actually. And then we have here someone leaving early. It does look like someone's going to leave early. Again, the media is not going to make a big fuss about it, so a lot of us will not be aware of what's going on. And look how upset that woman is in the background, right? Her hands over her face. She cannot believe what's going on, and it feels like big events are happening, and the media is going to have to choose what to reveal or what not to say, that kind of thing. Like, just say, okay, what's the big news breaker? And if that's going to be a big issue for the media, then we have here in the future, we're going to have what's it called? This is the future, right? We have the grandparents here, which is quite honestly shocking. But yeah, so this is the future. This is normally my past card. So we do see this may be and up. It could be Jimmy Carter and his wife as well. So it could be the Carters as well, like they're overlooking on the inauguration day to make sure it could be past presidents, making sure that this inauguration goes smoothly. And we do have here as well, it looks like this thing is set in stone. So it does look like this will potentially happen. Not specifically to the Carters, but it could be anyone. But it does look like some political figure of some sort. Now, I could be wrong too, but it does look like there's someone here. And the card keeps showing up. And it seemed to be set in stone already. But, free will does change. But when it comes to hell, you really had no free will. All right, but it could be like a Carter type energy. What's I mean? If you think about it, Trump is like the lowest approval president leaving office, and the last person who had that same approval was E34 was Jimmy Carter. So it could be Trump as well. So there's that. Will there be another thing on the U.S. building on January 20th through the 22nd? So let's take a look. Spirits and Angels, tell me, will there be another thing on the U.S. building on January 20th to the 22nd? Okay, so the decision made. What else do we need to know? Will there be another thing on the U.S.? Okay, too many cards. All right. Interesting. Okay. Interesting. All right, interesting. Okay, what else do we need to know, Spirits and Angels, tell me? Will there be anything on Inauguration Day that we should be aware of? Will there be anything else that we should be aware of? Is Trump passing away? Is Trump passing away, Spirit? Oh, okay. Woo! Okay, so this is quite interesting. Let's just see if we can get a little bit more cards here. Spirit saying at time, is Trump passing away? Okay, so we have Melania reverse. Is Trump passing away? Okay. So there's quite a lot of spreading information here, so I'm just going to break it down a little bit just to see what's going on. I don't know what these mean? So we'll just find out. I have all my crystals here, so that's why you see everything everywhere. All right, so we have here the decision, right? The decision that needs to be made about this particular question that we are asking. We have here as well, then we have the Lovers card, which is my Biden Kamala card. So they will be inaugurated, they will come in, but it does look like I'm asking particularly about that question, right? The R word and the A word. And look, they're running towards Biden and Kamala. So Biden and Kamala may have to be very careful. They will have to try to escape. But I'm also seeing here as well, this could very well be the Trumpers being forced to leave because they won't be successful. But what I'm also getting is that this also may very well mean that Trump ends up leaving, like physically, so to speak. And I don't wish harm upon anyone. And we also have here, they give up. Like someone gives up. Like someone's giving up here. We have here as well. We have, Trump is in the reverse. This heartbreak. So, be surprised if don't be surprised if like Melania dropped like the divorce papers and it breaks his heart. Because look here, right? He thinks he's lying, but he's really not, right? And she's coming in, she's like, I want someone young, I want someone with money. You know what I mean? She's a little goat digger. We have here as well, we have temperance, right? This is normally my hospital card. So in this case, there is temperance here, right? There's very hot bad energy with Melania Trump and 45. Then we have here, there will be a woman coming in. There is a woman. It does look like, this could very well be Nancy. And here's Kamala coming in as well. Very beautiful Kamala, right? Kamala Harris coming in. Then we have here as well, which I haven't seen these cards. We have again, there's going to be some trouble, but it looks like it's going to be stopped, right? If you look here, there's a tornado spinning in the background, right? But it looks it's reversed, which tells me that it looks like it will be stopped. And it looks like women are going to play a big role tomorrow. They will be playing a big role, and they won't be holding on to power. And this is Donald Trump Jr. They won't be able to hold on to power much longer. Right, and if you look here in the background, I don't know quite what that is, but it looks like a jail, like bars. So it does look like Donald Trump Jr. will end up going to jail. So this is quite interesting. So what do you guys feel about this reading so far? I know you're asking about what heart. It was in my other reading that I did, the January 20th reading. So if you want to check that out after that, you definitely can. So there's that. It's a lot of good information I found on there. So a lot of good stuff. Yes, tribute tonight in D.C. Over 400,000 lives in honor of those who died of COVID. Actually, I did a statistic on my Facebook page. Let me see if I can pull that up. Let me show you guys. It's actually pretty sad. I did a little statistic on this, and I did the math. And so let's take a look. Okay. So if you look here, I did my crystal that I've got. But so this is what happens. So this is what she is referring to with all the lights. And this is what I said. America has reached a grave milestone today. We reached 400,000 Americans dead from coronavirus pandemic. The death toll is the second highest death in the country's history. The death toll is higher than World War I and is short of just 200,000 from surpassing World War II death toll. Trump managed to kill more Americans in 1 year than a war had killed in over a span of a couple of years. 1% death rate of the U.S. total population is 3.6 million, but the adjusted death rate for this virus is 5%, which is 18 million. This disease is no joke. It is extremely deadly. If you adjusted the world population, which is 7 billion, and it took 5% off, that is 350 million people dead. That is the total population of the entire United States and will be one of the most deadliest diseases of all time, killing more people than the Black Plague. This isn't some joke. An image from Washington, D.C. in the Capitol tonight, the Biden-Harris inaugural team honors those who have lost their lives to COVID. U.S. flags have been placed where a visitor would normally stand to celebrate the 46th president's inauguration. It is a beautiful tribute to the unprecedented time in our nation's history. Cheers to the positive change that Joe Biden and Kamala Harris will bring to our country. And so that's a beautiful message that I posted on my Facebook. So if you want to go follow that, highly recommend it. It's a great way to stay updated as well. I will be opening up a a Patreon, but I wanted to give you guys a little bit more information on that so you are aware of that as well. So that's my way of honoring everyone who has died. It's very sad. Okay, so the next question that we're going to be looking at is, what will Trump do when the term ends January 20th at noon Eastern Standard Time? Where will he be? What is he doing? So let's take a look. I will also be live tomorrow. If you came in a little later, I will be going live tomorrow, and you guys are all invited at 11 o'clock in the morning. We'll be watching Inauguration live together. So you can, I will have it here so you can watch it with me physically, so you will see it on the same screen as me. That'd be kind of cool. All right, so what will Trump do when his term ends, Spirit today? So tell me. What will Trump do when his term ends? Okay, this is self-explanatory. What else will Trump do when his term ends tomorrow at noon? What is Trump going to do? All right, so we have here, he's on the throne, right? But then he's going to refuse to give power. He's going to refuse to show up to Inauguration Day, but he's no longer going to fight. It feels like he doesn't have it within him to keep fighting. Like, it feels like he's so weak. Like, it feels like he's so weak, like he can't do anything. Like, the guy is literally, like, not right, like, healthy-wise, too. I'm not even, like, I'm being serious. Like, he is not healthy. Like, he does not doing anything right. So let me take a look. My friend told me he's going to Florida tomorrow at 8 p.m. The Spirit Angel told me, will Trump be going at 8 p.m. to 8 o'clock in the morning to Florida? Will he be going 8 o'clock to Florida in the morning? Will he be going to Mar-a-Lago at 8 o'clock in the morning? No. No, he won't. I feel like he won't be going. If he does, it's going to be very quiet. They're going to say he did, but he didn't. We have here as well, we do have the Queen of Cups, right? We have Kamala Harris coming in. He's trying to hold on to everything, all his assets, his finances, his estate. But it looks like he's not going to be able to go back in. It looks like his doors locked have been chained. Like, you know, the estate has already been taken over by someone else. We have here, he's going to be having a very unlucky life. You know, we literally gave him the full COVID-19 experience. He's unemployed, has no money, and got COVID. So we gave him the full experience here. We have here as well Biden, but this is the lovers card, so there will be a divorce. It looks like in the prenup. It does look like Melania will be taking Mar-a-Lago, and there will be a decision. So it does look like whether or not he wants to go back, it's up to him, but he is going to refuse to go back home. And it's because he wants to leave. So it looks like instead of him going to Mar-a-Lago, he's going to try to escape instead. So it does look like there is something that is quite interesting to say the least. So this should be quite interesting to see how everything plays out as well. So interesting. I will be taking questions in a second, okay, guys? So make sure you have your questions set. All right, so what are the New York investigators going to do with Trump when he is no longer president of the United States and does not have presidential protection anymore? What are New York going to do? Okay, so here we have it's not going to be in the news. So whatever's going on, we're not going to know about it. So this could be the thing that we're talking about the whole time, what's going on. Again, we have here information going to be revealed. This is something they're going to do. They're almost like they have to go ahead. We have here within karmic time, so there's a karmic energy with the presidency, right? We have here no longer the outgoing president. We have here the ambulance card. This is my ambulance. And here's the hospital that came right after. So they may actually take him to the hospital and say he needs to go to the hospital, but really he's being investigated. And it looks like they're going to handcuff him. So it looks like, if anything, if he's not sick, he's going to the hospital because he's going to get handcuffed by the New York State, where they can't say anything. So that looks like that's going to be one of the big plans of what's going on and everything that's happening as well. Okay, so will Trump be banned from running from office again? Is he running in 2024? And so we'll know if this answer is yes, then it tells us automatically that they didn't convict him. So let's take a look. Okay, Spirit Angel will tell me about that. Will Trump be banned from running for office again? Will 45 be banned from running for office? Okay, we have that card. Is there anything else that you would like to tell me? Okay. I got this card last time, and it looks like it's coming up again. I got that he doesn't survive for more than 4 years. Like, he's not there. He's not going to be able to run. We have here again, I just see like he may have at least 3 impeachment total because of all the stuff that are coming out. They feel like he deserves another impeachment. So he might be impeached for a 3rd time as well. We have here on the left side, we have, he didn't really win in 2016. He didn't win in 2020. And coming into 2024, this is 4 swords, and it's the funeral card, and he's down. He's going to retreat. It looks like he won't make it. He won't make it. There's no way. Like, it doesn't look like he's going to survive that long, and cards keep saying it, so it looks like, things can very well change, but this is just for entertainment purposes, only YouTube. So there's that. All right, so Spears Angels, Tommy, what is the state of the White House? Is there any damages? I looked at this before, and it's quite funny what I got. Let's see if there's any other things that's happening. Spears Angels, Tommy, is there any other damages to the White House that we're unaware of? Okay. Oh my God, okay. Okay, so my guys were just telling me something. It's actually quite disgusting. Underneath, like, in the Oval Office, there's, like, that big presidential seal in the Oval Office. Well, underneath it just told me that what they did was they carved the Confederate flag underneath the presidential seal. And that's what they did. And, whether or not Biden and Kamala Harris are going to find that out is a whole nother scenario, but it does look like that's something they did do. Whether or not they're going to find it, it's going to be a whole nother scenario. But they look like they did carve something. So that should be quite interesting. Okay, so Spears and Angels, tell me about it. So the first card that came out was this card, right? White supremacy again. We have here him refusal to leave. So he looks like he did punch a wall. He went through a wall. He almost decimated the entire Oval Office. Look at this. Right? If you look at this, it's a circle, right? But then here's the door. He decimated the presidential office, the Oval Office, right? I love you guys too. We have here as well his refusal. He took a lot of trophies, so a lot of things are stolen, particularly artifacts from, I think, it could be 1776. Like, he thinks he's like this person saving America, like a revolutionary. We have here again, he is doing something there that we're not aware of. I think it's something with the fireplace. I also feel like someone drove through like a building, which is weird. Don't know why I'm getting that feeling. But we have here again unnecessary flags, honoring pictures of him. They're almost like destroying pictures. So it feels like what he did was even if the pictures are there fine, it feels like underneath the pictures he put his picture. So, like, I almost feel like his way of saying you can't erase me from history. We have here as well, he just steals a lot of things. He steals a lot of things. He thinks they're the fool. He thinks they're a fool and that he's not carrying anything with him because he can't. He doesn't even have a home, this man. This man is literally homeless. Okay, so will Trump lose his estate? Sometimes I wonder, because I know you guys are talking about toilet and whether or not Trump is going to lose his toilet. I just feel like, like, can you imagine, like, taking over after the presidency and, you sit on a toilet and, Trump's little butt has been on there? Oh, I just can't. Like, I just can't. I don't know why I'm thinking about it. I don't want to think about that. And there's Biden just, like, putting all the paper towels down. Like, you got to, like, bleach that whole thing because I think it probably smells. All right, so will Trump lose his estate? Is Trump going to lose all of his estate? Because he broke. This man is literally broke by $1 billion. Is Trump broke? And will he lose his estate? Yeah, he is. We have here him riding to victory. This is a big yes card. So, yes, he's broke. He's going to have to hand over a lot of his estate. And he's going to have to make a decision about what ones he wants to give over. So, yes, Trump will be losing his estate. With gold plated, that's even worse. You'll see the stain a lot quicker. Will Trump resign? Let's see. You know, honestly, you guys know gold is like very light. So Trump sat on it, hold it go right through the whole gold toilet. Like if you think about it, if you put like your finger on gold, all his weight will just make the whole thing flat. Well, Trump resigned the office of the presidency. Well, he resigned. The reason why I'm still asking this is because he can resign right before, he has to give up his power, you know what I mean? Like saying almost like after you sort of thing. Well, Trump resigned the office of the presidency to the United States. It's an offer, so he is being offered to this by Lindsey Graham. Yeah, he may take this offer. He may take the offer of resigning. It's just Lindsey Graham who's going to tell him to resign. Yeah, it is. It's Lindsey Graham, his little baby, his little man-child from South Carolina. So, yes, it does look like that would be one thing that Trump will be doing. All right, so let's look at this. If he resigned, it's Nancy going to be acting president? Because we keep seeing women every time, and it looks like this is what's going on. So let's take a look. Spears saying, will tell me, is Nancy going to be acting president of the United States? Will she be acting president of the United States? What do we need to know? Will she be acting president? It looks like here we have a betrayal. There's something going on. There's something going to be happening that we're not aware of just yet. We have here the strength, the strength of her. Like she's going to be there almost catering and cuddling democracy within the United States. And then we have here Biden goes right in. So will she be acting president? It's kind of like a no, but it's also like a maybe. You know what I mean? And then the very last question that I have, and I'll start taking your questions, is this. Will inauguration happen as planned? Let's take a look. Spears and Angels tell me, will the inauguration happen as planned? As initially planned? Will it happen as planned? But we need to know what's going on. Okay. Spears and Angels tell me, will the inauguration happen as planned? Will the inauguration happen as planned? What do we need to know about this? We have here as well, we have the Queen of Cups. So here's the Democrats. They're going to come in very soon. This is Laura Bush, which is actually, she's not a Democrat, but she's a Republican. But you can see here, it's a lot of blue, right? Then we have here as well, unpredictability, what's going to happen. So it's still unpredictable, it's still an eclipse. And this is Bernie Sanders, right? So it's unpredictability. Then we have here America. So America is unpredictable about the path that it's going to choose, the path that it's going in. So it does look like something is indeed happening. Again, here we have, there's a potential chance for another January 6th to happen. We have here, Trump is out of office at this point. We have Kamala going in, and the military is going to have a face-off, basically. I almost feel like there's something going on with that. Whether it might be verbal, it might be physical, I don't know, but it does look like something is going on. We do have here as well, we do have Trump coming in. And we do have, no, I mean, not Trump, this is Biden coming in. There will be a decision being made, and they're going to stand down. Or it does look like it may be squashed, because it could be an attempt on him, but it looks like it's going to be squashed right away. And because this is my defeating the incumbent card, and it's reversed, which tells me that it may not work in favor of the person that's trying to do that. So it looks like, whatever it is, it looks like Biden's state. It just looks like more along the lines is whether or not like the people who are defending the president are going to defend the president, because those are two very different things. So let's take another look. I'm going to start using your questions. So now we're from Miss Cat M. You guys can start putting your questions in now. Start taking some questions for a little bit. Don't end the reading. All right, so why did they keep quiet about the children getting sick with COVID-19? Tell now. Okay. Pretty aggressive, but okay. Well, the first thing is what I got here is that they were using the kids. A lot of the kids died when they had COVID in the border, in the cages. The kids in the cages, a lot of them died. But some of them are still here. we're going to be given information about it. Like, it almost feels like some of these kids, there's only a couple left, right? And then we have here the tower moment. There's going to be a tower. When the news breaks, it's gonna be like looking back to the past. Like, they're going to blame someone else. They're going to blame someone else other than a Republican. So that's probably why it does look like, they're going to look at another policy, but, so Trump enacted it, they're going to blame someone else. So that's what they're kind of looking at. It does feel like they're trying to be walky, like tippy-toe. They're trying to make sure they plan it correctly. Oh, yeah, you're saying that Patricia Pendulum saying no on Trump Jr., and to be honest, I feel like it's Trump to ruin. Yeah, I feel like it's Trump to ruin. I just hope Mary Trump is not ruined because she's a good person. Okay, well, Trump being indicted for crimes against humanity. I read on this quite a while ago when I first started my channel, so let's just take a quick look at this. Will Trump be indicted for crimes against humanity? Yeah, overwhelmingly. A lot of countries look like Europeans. It also feels like Asian countries as well may be getting on there. So it looks like definitely, yes, it does look like he will be indicted. Okay, so you want to know the future of that guy from Missouri, Senator Josh Hawley. He objected to the Senate result. And last time I read on him, he will be removed or he will be stepping down. Well, Senator Josh Hawley, what's happening with him? Will he be having the 14th Amendment Section 3 be used against him for inciting an attack on the U.S.? Will he be removed? What is his future? What is Senator Josh Hawley's future? Okay, so again, it looks like the card is he's leaving. Again, the same cards seem to show that. We have here as well. He thought he was going to get his political ambition through corruption, right? This is what he thought. He has political ambition. We have here, he thinks he's doing God's work. Literally, he thinks he's doing God's work. He thinks that by doing January 6th, this was a great way for him to get almost like take over like the throne from Trump. That's what his goal is. He wants to take Trump's throne. We have here, he doesn't care about COVID. He doesn't care about the will of the people, just power. He wants the presidency, but it's not going to happen to him because he's going to almost like leave and he's going to leave with nothing. So if I were to say anything, same story, looks like he is gone. Hi, everyone who just came in. So I definitely will say Josh Hawley, he's not going to be here for long. Yeah, so if any of you guys want to know, I'm going live tomorrow at 11 o'clock in the morning. We'll be watching Inauguration Day here on my channel. I will have it here, so you will physically be able to watch it with me. So if you guys are interested, definitely check that out. Remind yourself to come in at 11 o'clock in the morning. I'm praying that I wake up early, but I'll be here. Okay, let's look at the next question. When will we get to stop wearing masks and get it under control? Okay, so I could take a quick look at this as well. The last time I looked at this quite a while ago, if I said it wasn't going to happen anytime soon, I saw like, in like April, we get like a vaccine and it works a lot better than the vaccines that we have now. And then we have, and because it comes out in April, because it's a full year, because it comes out in April, the rich people get it because they have more money. It's expensive. Then the public gets it around sometime late summer, early fall. So I'm going to take a look at that as well. Spirits and Angels tell me, when will we get to stop wearing masks for COVID and when we get COVID under control? Okay, so we have here again. First thing is when I saw the card, the first card I got was never. It feels like COVID is here to stay, not pandemic wise, but the disease itself is going to be here to stay. Same thing like the flu. We had the influenza pandemic, but then it's here to stay. It's like a normal flu. It looks like the same thing's going to happen with COVID. And we have here really depend on the nation of the United States and what it chooses to do. It will have to make a decision in the direction that it wants to go in. So it really depends on what United States is trying to do. Just make sure you hold on to your mask because you might need them. Okay, I don't want to go into that energy because it's gonna be really bad. But I can ask my angels and see if it's okay. If it is okay, then I can. But if not, I don't want to put myself at risk. Spirits and angels tell me, can I go into Trump energy? Okay, no, my angels just told me I can't because it's too unstable right now. So I can't do that. I'm sorry, but it's not too good. Yeah, they're telling me 45's energy is too unstable, and that is not safe for me to go into into that energy. Like it's too unsafe. Okay. Wait, what? Oh, okay. I thought you were threatening something, Mary. I'm like, oh my god, no, Mary. Okay, good, good, good. Good thing I read that quickly, okay? Because I know there's a Mary here, so I just wanted to make sure nobody threatened each other. You're welcome, Karma. I'm sorry, love. All right, well, Spirits and Angels tell me, well, they try to harm Mary Trump, Donald Trump's niece. Well, they try to put her in harm's way. Okay, so the first card is yes. They look like they got a hitman, and it's 45 who did it. And she may be in the hospital, she may be poisoned. It's a decision that's so undecided. So she needs to be careful. It does look like there is someone out to get her. So I'm just praying. Like, let's just pray and let's send her some love and light because she needs it. Because, you know, you don't want that to happen. So. Okay. All right. So can you read on the fate of Mike Lindell pillow business for supporting Trump? Everyone's refusing to sell his pillows. Honestly, I never wanted his pillows. I thought it was very uncomfortable. Like, pillow guy. Well, you want to know what? I mean, it makes sense why these two people are perfect for each other. First of all, they both have a crackhead history, right? They both smoke crack. They have a history of it. That's something they have in common. Plus, they're both crazy. So there's that. All right, Spirits and Angels, tell me about Mike Lindell, the CEO and the founder of My Pillow. What do we need to know about it? What is the future of the company? Okay, a lot of energy. So we have here again, there's a lot of things. Business is taking quite a hit for this political belief, political statement, and we have here judgment. So there is something going on. He is working on something. I keep getting martial law with 45. But that's the one of the ways that they're trying to do it. They declare martial law. They have no choice but to delay the inauguration because I think that's written in the Constitution, I believe. Could be wrong, but I'm just hoping it does not happen. I did see in my past reading, I think I did say yes. Yeah, I can definitely check out my martial law video tonight if you want as well. I don't know what I said in that. It's been quite a while, but there's been something in there that pretty significant. All right, so what about other countries that want to prosecute him? So let's take a look. Spirits and Angels tell me, will Trump be prosecuted by other countries? Now remember, pardon does not prevent him from being investigated by other countries. So yes, he can indeed be prosecuted. Spirits and Angels tell me, how is this going to happen? Is Trump going to be prosecuted by other countries around the world? 45 going to be prosecuted for his crimes and his inability for tax evasion and more other things. Okay, so we have here's Trump on the throne, right? The presidential pardon, right? The Republican president. He's gonna unable to fight away. The protection is waning, and he's gonna get hit with some money. It looks like a lot of countries are gonna go right after him. Like a lot of these people, like even China will. I do feel like that's one of the payback, so to speak. All right, so what about Clarence Thompson and Trump appointings to Supreme SCOTUS? So I thought, and I know I keep saying this on my channel, I keep saying five Supreme Court justices will have no choice but to be removed from SCOTUS. There will be 5 of them. 1 will be given to Barack Obama, 2 for Hillary Clinton, and 2 for Biden. So it does feel like there will be a split, but in total there will be 5 for Biden. So let's take a look. I love you guys. So Spirits and Angels, tell me about Clarence Thompson and other Trump employees. What do we need to know? Okay. You have 2 cards here, sideways. What else do we need to know about the Spears? Oh, okay. So we have here as well, again, we have they don't have the strength, the conservative strength. They're the ones that don't have to make a decision. It's very easy. It's conservative leaning, right? However, that's what the Supreme Court is now. However, information is going to be revealed about Trump, and more information will be revealed about Clarence Thompson and all the other Supreme Court nominees. That Trump would never be rightfully the winner of the 2016 election. Now, please keep in mind, YouTube is just for entertainment purposes only. And then we have here more information, more Supreme Court justices will have to step down, and the Supreme Court will be changed forever. It does look like, here you go, it's involved with 45. They found money. They're involved in this kind of thing. Yep. And here it is to overturn the election. So it does look like there will be a lot of people stepping down, and that these people were appointed in hope of overturning an election, which is basically, at this point, fraud. I love you guys. So thank you so much for coming on. I wasn't sure if you guys will be notified when I was on because I wasn't seeing anyone being notified. I only have, I think, 700 people out of 2,600 being notified when I upload. So it is quite pretty bad. Okay, let's see. Okay, yeah, I read on this. Lauren Boebert does get booted because they're going to use the 14th Amendment, Section 3, which is a traitor to the Constitution and to the country, and it was used against Confederates to get rid of them in the U.S. It may be used again this time, so it may very well be, but I do see they do step down. Okay, so what does 45 family on the other side feel about the crap he has done? That's a whole nother story. What family are we talking about? Because you all know about Mary Trump and how she feels. Spears and Angels, tell me, what does 45 on the other side feel about the crap he has done? How does 45 family feel about Trump? Okay, so we have two very different people. On this side, we have Mary Trump, right? This is Mary Trump. She's very head-witted. She knows exactly what she's talking about. She's very smart, very intelligent. We have here, some of them just allowed him to do what he was doing, but they disapproved of him. But on this side, this is his family, immediate family, like Melania and, the children, so to speak. We have here, they just allowed him to do whatever he wanted. They were involved. Some of the children were involved in the planning on January 6th. And we have here, they were given a lot of money, so they were under daddy's money, best put. So, it does look like there was a big discrepancy here. It looks like some people are head-witted against it. I feel like Mary Trump and the other Mary as well, the other Mary Trump on the judge, is also against Trump. But it looks like she doesn't really say that as often. Like, she's just kind of more quiet about her opinion. I read on an article that Trump did not own his property in Florida. It was being leased to him. Yeah, he doesn't own it. I feel like I didn't even know that. Oh, okay. Oops. Okay, I'm trying to find question. Okay, does Trump place curse on the Biden? Let's see. Okay, I should probably use this deck. Where's my scary deck? Okay. All right, the first card we have here is this. Interesting. I didn't even start shuffling. That card just flew right out. So let's just use that in the center. The last time I got was that he uses when I use his cards, I got that he uses black magic on Trump supporters to lure them in. That's why you don't listen to Trump, otherwise you'll be listened in and you'll start to change your frequency to his frequency and you'll be more likely to support him. That's why I don't listen to him. Did Trump place a curse on the Bidens? Did 45 place a curse on the Biden family? Can you give me a little information on that? We have here in good. We have the Queen of Pentacles, Dryad, right? He's trying, but you know what? You put a spell on, it comes right back to you with karma, right? We have here the alien card with three of stories. Again, it's not going to work. It's karma coming right back to Trump. And no, it doesn't look like it's going to work. It feels like, he tried it for sure, but it doesn't look like it's working. Like he did do black magic though. And I knew that for a while now. That's why, speaking of that, they did do that. Okay, let's see. Let's look at more questions. All right, so what will happen to the bounty that was put on his head? Let's see. Oh, gas explosion. We can look at that. Okay. Okay, Spirit Angel, tell me what will happen with that bounty that was put on his head, on 45's head. What will happen to the bounty that was put on 45's head? What do we need to know about that? It's 11111. Oh my God. So is this going to be an accurate reading? Okay. Again, okay, so I know how not all you guys will remember this, and this is just entertainment purposes only, YouTube. But remember when I talked to you guys and I told you I had like a dream, like I had a vision that I feel like even like a reading, I saw like the president would be leaving in like an airplane, but then it gets shot out of the air. We have this card, right? We have there's a deal. He didn't complete the deal, whatever deal that he made. We have here's the president. Then the next card that comes out with that card, right? Then we have here the Ace of Wands. They complete their task. They take him out. And here he is leaving. So it looks like if he does have a hit, he's going to get taken out real quick, okay? It was 11-11, and I said about, it's going to be quite interesting to see how this plays out. He did this to himself. He messed with the mafia, or the meatballs, as I call it, and you get what you deserve, right? I ain't gonna feel that sorry for him. Okay, will the senators be helped? Will the senators that helped the rioters on January 6th be held accountable for their part in the riot? Okay, Spirit Angel, tell me, will the senators that helped the rioters on January 6th be held accountable for their part in the riots? This shit. Damn it. I don't know why I keep saying. Oh, God. I'm going to be demonetized again. All right. Where is that card? The card flips, and I can't find it. Maybe I'm not supposed to find it. Let's try again. Spirit Angel, tell me, will the senator that helped the people on January 6th be held accountable for their part in the thing on January 6th? Okay, we got 3 cards come out right here. We have loss. So we have that lost card, right? We have here's the incumbent, like, the senator. We have here a lot of them are not incumbent. They will face a big challenge in the primaries, and they'll lose their seat. So it does look like either way, 2022, a lot of them are going to lose their seats. It does look like some of them will be primary. And yeah, they're not going to have the funding in the back into, pull another win. So no, a lot of them are going to lose. And that's why I'm not too worried about the Democrats worrying about a red wave, because some corporation can't be involved in that kind of drama or that kind of thing, like pull out their money. Unless you're Chick-fil-A, then that's a whole different story where they've always been doing things like that. We must protect him as a past president. Isn't that crooked? No, we don't. Until he's convicted, then you don't protect him as if he's a traitor to the country. So no, not all the time. Will the SCOTUS become an elected term limited body later? Oh, that's not a good idea. No, that's not a good idea. If we are able to elect Trump to the office, that's going to be even worse. Spirit and Angels, tell me, will the SCOTUS become an elected term limited body later on? No. We have here's an idea, but it's not good for democracy. And we have the masses and the people, not the masses, but like the minorities, so to speak. I'm not talking about like minorities in terms of like diversity. I'm talking about like the people who, get the president in, but only win with 46% of the popular vote compared to 50, where the 50% loser loses the election, that kind of thing, that kind of minority. I'm seeing here, they can't have that in the Supreme Court. And this is the number 9, right? And so they can't have that in the Supreme Court. That would do a lot of damage to the country. A lot of damage. Imagine that, like all 9 courts seized up and it goes to the Republicans. You're over. You're done. You know what I mean? It's not fair to a lot of people. And also, American people don't really know people's background. They just vote based on party lines, so it's not really a good idea. Okay, will there be a gas explosion in D.C. tomorrow? Spirits and Angels, tell me, will there be a gas explosion in D.C. tomorrow? What do we need to know? Okay. Will there be a gas explosion in D.C. tomorrow? Ooh, okay. What else do we need to know about this? Will there be a gas explosion? Okay. Yep. All right, is there anything else, Spirits and Angels, that we need to know about this? I keep telling you guys, the hard card keeps coming out. All right, there's something going on that we're unaware of yet. Because you know how I talked about in my other reading, January 20th? And, you guys can definitely check out that video, but I talked about somewhere in that video, I talked about, the military and the police being implanted in, I know, like, almost like spies, but they're going to let people in to do the damage, so to speak. The same way they did with January 6th. We have here as well, we have, the first card that came out was this. It looks like it's going to go out of nowhere. It's because of ignorance. People didn't pay attention that this could be a potential damage or something that could happen. The next 3 cards that came after this, you got what you deserve, basically, best part. Right? You get what you deserve. Right? And then we have these 2 cards. Someone's going to be hurt. I knew this for quite a while. Someone's going to be hurt. A woman's down, and here's Joe Biden. So, when I was reading on January 2nd, I kept getting Kamala Harris down. So this could be someone like Kamala type energy, someone like that. It could be like the chief of Capitol Police, potentially. Like, oops, the gas exploded, that kind of thing. Here we have the White House reverse. And, first thing I got was this could be in the White House, but no one's there. But it feels like this could also be another federal building as well. We have here is also because this was actually not a gas explosion. This was initiated. It was done on purpose. Here we have is by the military. So there's a military personnel here that is doing it. And here we have in the background the White House. So it does look like something. It looks like they're doing it very sneaky. So there's something going on. We have here is the betrayal. So there's going to be people betraying. We have this card show up again, the fighting card. And we have here Joe Biden running the fixer. So it looks like this is what's going on. It looks like there's going to be something in the background that we're not aware of. But it almost feels like it goes unnoticed, but it happens. It happens, but it's not noticed because Biden's going to be president. Then we'll find out later on that there was something big that went on that we're not aware of yet. Okay, so let's do your pardons. Yeah, let's hope not. Let's try to send it love and energy and make sure that if anyone was to get hurt, I'm not even going to say it. But I just wish everyone well. If something was to happen, would you cry about it? Not really. You know what I mean? But would you want them to be hurt? No. You know what I mean? So the next question that we're going to be looking at is pardons. I got that he will do some pardons, but not a lot. I didn't get he'll have a lot of pardons left. All right, let's do the next question. Spirit saying, so tell me about pardons. What do we need to know about pardons? Is Trump going to be doing any more pardons? We have here's all about his past, so his past life friends in the past, right? and they're gonna get the pardon. It feels like anyone who's like, previously worked for him and resigned will be pardoned. Not everyone. I feel like people who snitched on him are not gonna get anything. When will this next assembly check come, Tara? I answered that question yesterday. I forgot what I said, but I believe I said I saw like a reading assembly check at the end of this month, sometime between Inauguration Day and January 30th. Then we'll have one more. Then that's it. Or a few more. It could be different if broken down. I explain it more in that video. All right, so will 45 keep his presidential benefits? So let's take a look at this. Spears Angel telling me will 45 keep his presidential benefits? Okay, we have corruption. We have a whole set of cards here. Look how thick these cards are. All right, so we have here the corruption of the government, right? We have, the ambulance coming in, and like they're almost like the investigator that's going to chase him. He's going to try to run. We could have involved him with what happened on January 6th to stop the certification of the votes. We have here again something's going to happen. His involvement in the inauguration is just going to push these people to have no choice but to betray the party and convict him. He's going to walk away with something. He's going to steal something, and people are going to be very upset about it. So it does look like, will he be getting his presidential pardons? I mean, presidential benefits. Doesn't really look like he's going to get his benefits. So no, thank God. I do not want to be paying for a man who destroyed the country. So hell no. No, thank you. I think I'm okay. He did nothing but did bad things for the country. So no, I do not want that. Patricia, another tower reading on Baron. He's going to be okay opposite from his dad. Yeah, I saw that. Spirits and Angels, tell me about Baron Trump. How is he going to deal with Baron Trump? Okay, that's weird. All right, so we have unpredictability. And here it is, Trump out of the White House. So he feels like Baron wasn't really there a lot, but he's very upset with the thing that his father did with the government. And he's going to betray him. Yeah, and Baron's working to be a better son, and he feels like he almost feels like he's gonna be the one who's gonna rebuild up the Trump name, but he's not gonna be well looked upon because it almost feels like Trump is gonna be considered a hate word in the future. So that's basically what it is. Preach, yes, preach. That is true. That is indeed true. No, the pardons won't hold up in court. No, the pardons will not hold up in court. I've been saying that for quite a while. No, they will not. Is there anything else? All right, your last Uno numbers. I added them, and it totaled 40 pardons in your last video. All right, thank you, Joni. Thank you. Let's see what the numbers are now. Let's see how many pardons total. Guys, remember tomorrow I'll be live at 11 o'clock in the morning. I hope to see you guys there. I'll be doing inauguration live, so you guys will be able to see it with me and watch it with me. And if you feel more comfortable that way and you feel more safe than rather just watching it by yourself, God forbid something was to show up on the news. Okay, Spirits and Angels, tell me your last about my Uno numbers. There's two. How many people was Trump pardon within the next few hours until he is no longer president of the United States? How many pardons will Trump do? Okay, we have 6 here. Okay, interesting, because we have a 6-6. 6-6. Oh, this better not be another 6. Okay, so 6-6-0. It could mean that he's almost done, right? Could be 660, which is a lot of people. Or it could be 6, but it's also minus by 6 and then 0. Which means that he's not pardoning anyone, and then here's another 0. So it could look like, because there's a 6 here and a 6, canceled out because we have an upright 6 and then we have a reversal 6, which tells me those two are minuses, and it becomes that 0 twice, which tells me that he may not be pardoning anyone, and if he does, it could be 40. like you were saying before, Joni, but it really depends on whether or not he's going to get stopped. Are we all eating breakfast in the morning? Coffee and bagels? Yes. Coffee and bagels. Yes. That is exactly what we're doing. You can have a little champagne. I don't really care. It's up to you guys. Just make sure you have your little New Year's Eve decoration because we're celebrating, okay, guys? All right. Diplock guy got arrested breaking into Capitol. Why did he get off with a more slap on the wrist? Because he's white. Basically, that is literally what it is. But I can definitely look at that. Spears hands will tell me, why did a guy who tried to come into the Congress on January 6th with dip ties? What do we need to know about that? Okay, so look at this. We have here as well. He's a very unstable, unbalanced man. That's who he is, right? What we have here as well is, look at this. Look what's in the background of this. The new leader. He doesn't want a new leader. And we have here him celebrating. It's basically white supremacy at this point. All right, guys, I need to go to sleep. Otherwise, I won't be able to wake up tomorrow for you guys. So I'm going to end the reading. But I love you guys. Thank you so much for joining me. I love you. And have a very wonderful night. Stay calm. Send some love and energy to both Kamala and Biden as they need it. And so just raise your vibration. I will be doing readings for you guys. Actually, speaking of that, I promised you guys about the Singing Bowl with Trump being dragged out of the White House. I talked to my guys, and my guys told me that it's not a good idea because it lowers your vibrations. And instead, they insisted that I raise your vibrations. So they give me a little thing that I have to do for you guys. I did it yesterday, but it didn't really pick up on my sounds because it's a higher frequency. So I have to use a different type of device to record it, but I will put it out and definitely listen to it. It's going to raise your vibration to the 5th dimension, okay? So definitely watch that. I'm going to be helping you guys as much as possible. We have the crystals as well, so make sure that you guys are protected. I love you all. Have a very beautiful night. Thank you so much. And thank you for all you guys for being very supportive and allowing me to be the one to comfort you in a very difficult time. I really appreciate every single one of you. And we can officially end this and say season 2 of the Trump finale has just ended. And tomorrow will be our very first opening of season 3. It's called Biden's America. Then we'll also be opening up season 4 called Keeping Up with the Trumps. So those are two different seasons. With the Trump, we'll do once a month. That's an overall view to kind of see what's going on, and then we'll figure out where we're going to take the channel next. So give me some ideas. I love you guys. Definitely put in comments below what kind of videos I should do. That will be revealed right after January 28th. So make sure you have the question already preset. Sometime after 28th, so I can record it. So when I can just have a schedule, so that I can kind of rest my neck a little bit because I'm in pain. So that you guys can just have something to watch while I'm in recovery mode. So I do love you guys. Have a very beautiful night. Bye.